Hello, everyone. I'm the Lonely Mimikyu, and welcome to Deepish Thoughts, which is a podcast type thing that I'm going to be doing with Mother Rasha, DJ Quiche, and Asteroid. Say hello, everyone.
Hello,
Hi.
humans.
Hold on a second. We should establish who we all are. I'm Mother Rasha.
I am the DJ Quiche.
And I am the asteroid that will blow up Earth eventually.
And I will rock your socks. Okay, that sounds weird.
Yes, it does.
Or we all got big goals,
Yep.
none of which will be achieved in this video.
This is the asteroid sound.
My only goal for this... Sounds like you're banging
Sounds-
on an empty tin of cookies.
It was the microphone itself.
Oh, I see.
It happens more often than you think.
You're
I be like
banging your
beatboxing
microphone
like-
tonight. So anyways, first
Right.
deep thought of the night. What do you guys all think of online shopping?
On Craigslist, if you look for hours, and then you can find a free boat sometimes.
Is it
So,
one
right.
that what's his name? Phil Swift used? Because I think that's the
No.
only way you'd get one
no, like
for
a
free.
like a free actual giant speedboat thing that you can trailer.
Yeah, I think you'll need to patch it
mean-
up with some flex tape first.
Okay then.
Yeah. Drag it around in your trailer in the toughest conditions.
Yeah. As in a bit of rain.
So anyway, instead of making flex tape jokes, we should probably actually talk about what we think about this.
Yes.
After all, this is called Deep Thoughts.
Amazon
Yes,
is
I agree.
sometimes better than eBay.
Amazon is
Yes.
better than eBay when you're looking for a new product, like something that you could also find in stores. eBay is better when you're
Yeah.
trying to find something that's a bit more rare.
Yeah, I
Like,
guess so. I'm or you can just
Old
go on the deep
guitar
web or
or
dark web, whatever
something.
The darkest of all webs.
Personally, I like online shopping. I don't really see any
Yeah.
problems with it personally. I'm a simple man with simple needs, and when I need to get something online, I just do it, and I don't really have any qualms
I
or
agree.
queries.
There's
So,
only one problem that I have with online shopping, and that's if just like how expensive everything is. Like, for instance,
It's way cheaper online though.
not always.
Yeah, I thought it was cheaper.
I have a problem with how expensive it is. It's way cheaper though.
It's not. It depends on what you're looking for. Some things, yes, they can be cheaper. But the things that I usually look for when I go online shopping usually involve discontinued Lego sets and
man.
discontinued McFarlane FNAF sets. And those are incredibly expensive. And that's why
You're
I...
buying Five Nights at Freddy sets.
Yes. You should see...
Don't judge him.
I made like a big display. I combined a bunch of the
Judge.
sets together. And I think that it looks really good.
I've actually seen it. It's pretty cool. So,
No, you haven't.
uh,
You've seen one of the older ones I
the one
made,
that's-
but I made a newer, better one that I spent a lot more time on. And instead of just like pushing the sets together and connecting them in a couple places, I literally deconstructed a lot of them to reassemble them.
oh, all right. When was this? I feel like I've been
Last
over.
week, maybe. If you guys had Instagram, you could see.
I have Instagram. I don't use it,
Oh.
but I have it just to have it.
Well, if
Who
you
does
wanted
not
to
need social
follow,
media?
my username is the same as my YouTube account and my Discord account and literally everything else that I have account.
My
Yes.
Instagram is the same thing as DJ Quiche, but my Facebook is nothing related. I don't even know what it is. I don't even care what it is.
I don't really use Facebook.
Just don't have
I-
social media.
I tried to use Facebook, but it was just really not my thing. I think you
Also,
can
Mark
only get
Zuckerberg
into
made it,
Facebook
too.
if you like posting minion memes or you're a 40-year-old mom. Which
I
in
use
usual
Facebook more
cases
than
the same
Instagram,
thing.
but I mean, I don't take offense in being a 40-year-old grandma, I guess, but
Right.
Rasha,
So,
Mother Rasha and Mimikyu. So your mics are both binaural, right?
What does that
Fine.
mean?
I would not know.
It means that like both ears are recording.
Think you mean stereo?
Yes.
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 Could just
Both
be
my
mono,
ears
really.
are currently recording.
Yes.
You
None of your ears are lonely. Neither, rather.
know what I mean.
Yes, I do.
Is binaural. Binaural.
wait,
Binaural.
am I the only one who's not using a headset?
Normal.
I'm not using
I'm
a
using
headset.
a-
I have a desktop microphone, and so does Ross.
Oh, I'm just using my
Rasha,
phone
I mean.
because why not?
Ah,
Okay, we still accept you.
I am the primitive, like Adam says.
you are ape
Yeah,
man.
you are the
Or primitive GJ Quiche. Also, you
man. Why he
just said
killed for
my
banana.
name.
Anyway, this is not deep at all, and it doesn't really involve
No.
thoughts. It's really just kind of
You want to
Only
meandering.
thoughts?
Only like
Alright.
10% of podcasts are actually deep, so who cares?
Yeah,
All right. Also, online shopping isn't very deep.
that's true.
Yeah,
I just
but
wanted
anyway,
to
who
say
cares?
that. So, recently, McFarlane, which is the company that makes the Five Nights at Freddy's
guy.
Lego-ish sets, they recently re-released their first wave
on
of
earth is
sets.
that?
Yeah, what was that?
That was
My microphone.
that was
and
Asteroid
keyboard.
banging his microphone again.
Banging?
Okay.
Yes.
So now, are we now having more deep thoughts about this microphone, or is that we're just gonna leave it?
We're just gonna leave it.
Deep,
What,
deep thoughts about
what
cheap karaoke
Asteroid
mics.
wants to do with his microphone at night in his spare time is up to him.
Okay, then.
That is not our personal business. We'll stay away from
Exactly.
that.
But
Anyway,
yeah,
So
so
that's a deep thought, actually. Like, should we interfere with Asteroid and his microphone?
Okay, stop it now.
I think for the safety of his microphone, we should.
We're too lazy. Sorry, microphone. So, you were saying about your McFarlane Lego sets.
Yes. So, the original wave of sets that they released, which came with the show stage, the Pirates Cove, and the Office, and backstage. They came out, I want to say, like, 2016, maybe early 2017. But as soon as they went off shelves, as soon as they got discontinued, they the Office and Pirates Cove went for between 100 and 130 each, and they were originally just 13.
That's a jump.
Yes, it is. And then the show stage, which was the big $30 set, you could find on eBay for 300, and that's like 250 is the lowest it was. But luckily enough, McFarlane just gave them a middle finger and re-released the sets recently. So now they are back in stores for their original prices. And I just love it when companies fight back against scalpers like that.
Yeah.
Scalpers.
Yes.
Mm.
Well, actually,
What is a scalper?
It's a person who,
it's just
Get scalped.
no, it's the person who does the scalping. But basically, it's a person online who buys a bunch of stuff that they think is going to be valuable in the future, and then they sell it. Like, for instance, there are
So
people...
a hoarder as well.
Kind of, yeah. Except a hoarder with a purpose. So, like...
Hoarders do have
that's
a
like
purpose.
half the- that's
They
like
get
half
more
this
items
country.
to get more items to get more items.
Yeah, but... is it really a purpose,
sorry.
though? He can go onto the voice chat.
would be quite incredible.
Ha.
Yep.
Sister Sarpy, Answer.
Sister?
Yeah, he's
One will
Sister
get this.
Sarpy.
I don't think even we get this joke.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right. Well,
It's lost
anyways,
all of it. It's lost all of its meaning. At this
asteroid.
point.
You were wondering what a scalper was. Well, for instance, there are people who who use bots to, as soon as a new thing like concert tickets or new Funko Pops are released, they use the bots to go and buy like 500 individual products, and then they keep those products and then sell them at like triple the price.
I see.
Runs of disapproval.
Amazing thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I have to say.
Spouting random facts is deep.
Well, I mean,
Well,
what else is there to say? It's just cheap. It's just cheapy cheaps.
Trent Reznor of the band Nine Inch Nails, he was saying that in Australia, the record label was selling the CDs for like the prices were too high. So he actually he told the fans in a concert to just steal the CD.
Fight the system.
That's cool of him. It's I kind of appreciated that because there was nothing greedy about it. Like any other person would have just been like, "Oh, awesome! I get to sell it for even more and
Yeah, I mean, props
make
to
a little
him.
bit more profit." But yeah,
An honest man, he is an honest man.
but yeah, it kind of reminded me of that for a second. Anyway, so what's our next deep thought?
I have no idea because I'm not a deep person. Let's
That's
think
why we
about
need to plan this.
recent news. The creator of
Right,
SpongeBob
Google
died.
search.
Yeah, I was extremely sad about that.
Yeah, me too.
I never really
I was
got
actually
into
just watching-
SpongeBob. I never really liked it.
Well, if you actually liked it at any point, you wouldn't have noticed it. You would have noticed that it actually was like the greatest show ever.
Yeah, I mean, not like plot-wise, but I mean, like, in general, as a show, it is the best show for a kid to watch.
For a
Like,
kid, yeah,
Growing
but
up, it's just a great
That's
show
like-
to watch.
for best
kid
show
that's
in
like
general, I think
7 or 8.
that some of those Marvel Netflix shows are gonna take the cake. Oh, speaking of which,
Really, like the best shows ever.
now,
I've only watched
um,
like an episode of Agents of Shield.
oh yeah, that's that.
geez.
I
Yeah,
don't really
true.
like Agents of Shield that much. I'm talking Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage,
Fist.
and Iron Fist. All of which, except for Jessica Jones, are canceled now. Because
I've never seen any of.
I'm assuming.
I have never heard of any of these.
Well, they're really
Jessica
good
Jones was
shows.
pretty awesome.
There's
Well,
also
Keishan, you only just got
Punisher.
your first computer only a couple years ago, anyway. So we don't expect you to know about many.
Yes, Asteroid, I am a very sheltered DJ. A very sheltered. I've been living with Patrick under his rock for many years.
All of his parties that he DJs for are private.
I've-
An interesting profession. So let's just look up for random. I'm literally going to Google search that right now. And then Google will filter my results.
yeah.
Wait, what are you searching?
Random deep topics.
Um,
Deep questions to ask a girl. It's perfect
All
for
right.
this situation.
good. What?
Right, so let's look at some of these. Do you think that humans as a species have gotten better through the generations or worse? Why?
This
We've like
generation-
descended like so far.
Um,
You sure? Because
I
I,
mean,
think we've always
it
kind of
depends.
sucked. Just the reason why that.
In my,
That's
in my
true.
opinion, the 90s or maybe like the 60s or something were probably the best generation of humans, and then they started going down.
I would say
Honestly,
it
the best
depends on which
generation of
aspect
humans,
you
I've got to
look at.
say,
Like
is probably the newest one, Gen Z.
We are Gen Z,
Yes,
and
I
we're the
know.
worst.
No, I'd
Yes.
say we're the
We're the
best. I mean,
worst.
we're
We
the
have like TikTok and stuff. What are we? God.
well.
This is what we
Okay,
get.
that's true.
Tick tock, tick tock. Tracer.
Everyone's just waiting for our species to go extinct already. I heard we've already
Sadly,
seen
we've
so much.
evolved two great survival instincts to be able to do that.
No, we
Are
will.
you sure that we have great survival instincts?
Yeah, our survival instinct is to click the like button of a YouTube video, and that's really it.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, you definitely click the like button of this YouTube video. It's the only way you can survive.
No, don't do it. No, I'm joking.
You do know that like 90% of our
Send a drone.
instincts have been evolved outwards, like out of us, because we have been used to other like chores and everything throughout the generation.
Because of older fat people's mistakes.
Exactly.
Speaking
just
of
built off
everyone
of those
being
old fat
based
people.
off of old people's mistakes, did you know
With the
that everyone who has blue eyes got them from this one dude who, like from
What?
ancient days? It was just this one dude. We call him Grandpa
Incorrection.
Ocean-Eyed Slut Man.
I did not know that.
This is an incorrection against history. You are completely incorrect.
Oh, really?
It is not incorrect. What are you talking about? This is true facts.
Blue eyes were a dominant gene at one point that were actually
Yeah,
that was
thanks to
actually
Grandpa
in the pool.
Ocean-Eyed Slut Man.
What? What?
I wish that was my father.
Oh, you only think he isn't.
Aww.
I was saying that he was anyway. So, Ryan, how can you explain the fact that some babies are born with blue eyes and then develop like different pigmentations or whatever?
Magic.
Do the genes just wear away? Oh, magic, right?
The genes
Okay.
just change their minds.
It's witchcraft. You're a wizard, Harry.
Old meme.
I'm sorry.
See, I was just so this kind of ties into the our like whether or not humans have gotten better or worse progressively. We have memes now, so take that as you will. Like you can decide whether that's a good thing or not. I don't know. I don't
Well,
care for memes. But, well,
Technically,
I mean,
the word meme.
The memes
Technically,
have
the
gotten better in the sense that they have lost so much of their lifespan. Like back in between 2008 and like 2014, that like there's been the same exact memes with top text, bottom text memes, and they've lasted for
SpongeBob memes were
almost
the best.
yeah, for almost like half a decade or so. But now memes are born and die in like 2 weeks. So
isn't that kind of like I don't know. I feel like everything is speeding up now. Like
yeah.
We get tired of things too fast. Oh, that's another thing. Our attention spans have gone depressingly down. And
Yep. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm sure
correct.
that if we don't flash a bunch of shit on the screen, people watching this are probably just going to click off the video now. So,
Edit
in
this
the
and
editing,
make a bunch
I'll
of stuff
put
flash
some
on the
flashing stuff on the screen right now.
those epileptic seizures. That'll get their attention.
Yeah.
Just watch me play Geometry Dash. Trust me, we all have seizures by the end of levels.
So,
All of them.
Asteroid just put a film theory video in the.
It was a video based on like there was a video that somebody.
I've watched it. I've watched almost all of MatPat's things.
Okay, well, to anyone
me
who
too.
hasn't, it
that's
was like,
devotion.
well, okay, who hasn't seen this video?
I have not. I don't watch film theory. I don't. Really
Okay,
Oh, you
so
should.
care about that.
okay, so
What?
this one,
What's the-
this video was about Like, okay, so there was a meme that somebody hinted at creating, but they actually weren't going to create because it was impossible. Which was going to.
I hate everything's memes in a nutshell.
No, but anyway,
But
it was a type of thing, where it's like, oh, this a certain clip plays when you get when someone says this in a certain movie clip, and then it goes on and on and on, and it kept on adding exceptions and all that, or rules or whatever.
Yeah, if
And
someone watched
basically-
it until the end, basically what it is it's longer than the entire universe itself.
Yeah, it was like
oh,
100.
wait, yeah, I've
oh
seen
yeah,
that.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, it was like 196 quintillion years or something. I don't know.
Yeah, something insane.
Yeah. The analogy he
the
used,
meme that's longer than the universe.
Yep.
and
Pressing.
Yeah.
That really makes me sad.
especially that over half of those
But
are
nobody
B
actually
movie
made
jokes.
it. It was a joke. Like, it was an idea, but they didn't make it.
Ooh,
Because
hey.
it would take them longer than that.
Without really, well, I guess, yeah. It can. What I was going to say is, it can be a meme without like
It being a meme.
technically being edited and put together and everything. I guess
The B movie
it
is not.
itself would span longer than the universe.
Alright, so I just looked up a bunch of funny thoughts, deep thoughts, humor, hilarious questions on a website called Indian Child.
What? Random website name.
Yeah, it's really weird. They have questions such as, where is the cat in the catwalk?
It's in the walk.
They also have one
Obviously.
that is, why are apartments so close together? My best
Obviously,
guess.
they want to cram everyone
Stupid.
into one space like pigs.
My best guess is that it makes it
So-
easy for
it's so that-
harvesting.
It's so that they can make people think that they're going to be cheaper, but actually they're more expensive than owning a house.
No, because think about it. They're using us like they keep us in dens of apartments because they're harvesting our money like pigs, like how
Our
they harvest
organs.
pigs
Yes.
for their pork choppy
Totally.
loppies.
All of this stuff just goes right over my head. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll take an apartment. You guys are like, no, they're trying to harvest our money and make it into choppy bobbies. Thank you, Cyan. But yeah.
But I mean,
Are any of these questions serious?
what is the meaning of life?
Not really. I
do.
mean, they have,
I had the same.
if man evolved from apes, why do we still have apes?
Technically, the scientific answer is that it was a different species of
Exactly.
ape that just evolved completely out into us. Okay?
Probably
see.
something.
Isn't that obvious?
Alright, answer
Yeah,
this then,
fundamental.
smart man. If a member of a synchronized swimming team drowns, do the rest drown?
No,
Maybe.
Oh,
maybe.
this is all sarcastic.
They are
We should
synchronized.
Oh,
Yeah, right, all of
actually,
these are
remember what-
sarcastic. We need to
a
get to
funny
something that's
joke,
actually
but-
fake deep.
Fake deep.
Wait,
Yes.
Well, no. How about we actually pick
Wait,
something that is deep?
Ryan,
Okay.
I mean,
All
yeah.
right, let's
okay,
do
so
that.
Ryan,
Let's say this.
Ryan, are you an atheist or are you something else?
I don't know.
He's a
Don't know.
nonverbal grunt.
Are you agnostic? Like in the middle?
I suppose so. That's probably the closest
I'm-
thing.
Okay.
Middle with you.
Let's see.
Stuck in the middle with you.
Okay, I have a deep idea. An
Ooh.
idea that's
Oh.
deep, as deep as my mattress.
The
Anyway,
deepest idea.
Get honest, DJ Quiche.
Let's say if I were to somehow create a time teleporter,
Time machine.
Just by me-
essentially.
just by me creating it, what problems do you think would arise
Many.
just creating it?
There are so many.
Paradoxes.
Okay, yeah, there's like, okay, so,
I think just time traveling would cause an immediate paradox.
Yeah, if you travel anywhere at
Any
all,
interference
there
whatsoever.
will be a difference in what time you go to and what time you traveled from. There will be a difference everywhere. There are so many different theories on this and all that, and like if you go in the past and do anything, you step on a stick and accidentally break it when it wasn't broken before you got there, it will change something bigger.
Yeah, you step on that twig. Alligators could have no butts by the time you come back. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, I think like
So
Stephen
perfectly
King made a
random.
story on that where like a dude went back and like stopped the Kennedy assassination. When he came back, he was in nuclear
Yes.
wasteland.
I remember.
Oh,
yeah, my
hey, I'm
parents
playing
were
Fallout
talking
anyway.
about that. Yeah,
wow.
tie-in, I guess.
But I mean, if we
For a game I don't own. I mean, I do own, but I don't buy. I mean, I don't develop. I hate
you
English.
do own, but
Okay.
you don't buy.
So, DJ Quiche, I believe we've all come to the conclusion that if you created a time machine, everything would go to Schneike. You should
Yep.
probably destroy it.
But what if you go in the future? Isn't the future just your wasteful
Actually, yes, you
landmine?
could. You could go to the future.
Yeah,
but if you
in
went to the
theory.
past, you would
You could just
miss
take a- you
literally
could take a
everything.
turn.
You could go into the
You could
future.
take a turd right in the middle of your machine and nothing would happen because it's in the future.
But technically, if you go to the future, you're still changing what it's meant to be, and therefore it is against the laws of the universe, and therefore you need to buy if you create a
Theoretically,
time machine.
since humans evolved to get better defenses against like bacteria and diseases and stuff,
Well, actually,
if you went
some of
into the
that is
future,
medicine.
you could catch one that you're not like designed to be able to handle, and you could
Ultra-
die from that.
Yeah, like evolution. If you go too far in the future, the other humans are too evolved for you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll have
they're
their
gonna make you their
brains floating in
slave.
their glasses.
It would be like
No, they're
primordial.
all robots with brains in them walking around.
Like Sammy.
Yeah.
No one is gonna get that.
Absolutely
don't
no
care.
one.
That I
What
need
did-
to tell people.
What is no one gonna get?
A joke about a
Me the
paper
robot.
in biology class.
Oh,
Basically, it's this dude who
We
had
shouldn't talk about school
had,
on
like,
this. In fact, we
chemistry
should edit
class.
this out.
Well, speaking about brains, another deep thing is what if all of us were all trapped in a brain in a vat?
Hey,
In
we
a
talk
system.
about that
What do you
in,
mean? Like a
in,
giant- like a
economics
giant
class
brain?
because
Class. Oh, I
Like,
think you
wait,
mean-
what?
Like it's all in the brain in a vat. Like it's all
Like
all
there's a
dream.
vat. Like there's a vat that has a giant.
Wait,
brain
have you never
that
heard
we're
of it?
sitting on?
Did Mr. Gardner tell you this?
Yeah.
No, I think it was Vsauce, or was it Rick and Morty?
Vsauce? Oh, Rick.
It sounds like a Rick and Morty thing.
I don't know. It's
Rigor mortis.
I don't-
When,
Well,
Like
I've
when-
seen.
kind of like how it's kind of like how when you're real self and you put yourself in your brain into a vat, and then you go into this alternate reality where we think it's reality, but then really it's
Oh.
just the
Oh,
brain.
I think that was in that.
Actually,
show.
DJ Quiche, I have thought about this. I've contemplated this, and sometimes I have feared that, like,
I'm a
I
brain in a
am
vat.
the only thing. Well, no. I feared that I
Don't exist.
I thought to myself, like, what if I'm the only thing in the universe? What if I'm just like this lonely being?
What if you
And
are
I'm
a
just
god and you
What
don't
if you
know
were
it?
God?
Hey, I just came
Yeah,
up with
it-
that,
or
DJ.
something like that. Well, I mean, I guess it's a really egotistical thing to think, which is probably why I dismissed
yeah,
the idea immediately. But, I mean,
Rasha. Don't think that you're a
you never know.
god. That's so selfish of you. I mean,
No, I'm
That's
you
not
are a
selfish,
communist, so
dictator.
we need to all be gods.
Yeah, we have
Hey,
to
I
all be
forgot about that.
omnipotent.
Oh, equal.
Mr.
We must
Atheist.
all be able to make rocks that even we cannot lift. That makes us
Wait, I can't.
omnipotent.
Wait, I can't technically be a communist then, though, because I am agnostic in, like, I partially still believe there could be a god, and technically,
Yeah, I mean,
Rasha.
I'm
you can't-
agnostic.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
in
you
real
can't
life,
be-
I am agnostic in real life. Honestly, what I think is that there could be a god. Generally, well, I kind of, sometimes I lean more towards the atheist side.
I
lean more
agree.
towards the
dark side.
Christian side.
I agree. I
think
just
that if
don't.
there-
I watched this
I
guy
think-
called Anti-Citizen, and he tells a lot about this like logical proofs. Yes, I know geometry proofs. Adam, we're crying inside.
Exactly.
I personally thought that geometry was easy.
No, it's a lot. It's no, it's
It is
very
terrible.
it's
because
very
Nick
convoluted,
doesn't-
to say the least.
And also, Miss is terrible at teaching now.
Is
No.
good at
No, it's not
teaching.
shouting at
She's
anyone
so
else.
far been the only
I mean,
math
not
teacher
I
I've
mean,
been
her
able
name
to
is
get
not-
if
an
you
A
leave
in.
any of this in, you will die.
I'm
Right.
ready for death then because I'm
Ryan-
not editing anything.
No,
It's not-
Ryan, you need to.
And
send-
you,
need,
if you,
Ryan, you need to bleep the name of the teacher.
You want me
Yeah,
to
just-
censor this? Are you Play-Doh or
well,
something?
at least do something.
Just bleep the name of the teacher because I just said the name of the teacher.
Just
that could
say
lead to the
juicy
school.
over it.
Sure,
Just Mrs.
Yeah, you do need some editing,
sure.
or
I'll
else
do
this
some
is
editing.
more.
Yeah,
Technically,
because
this
I mean,
is
I'm
more
like,
information than I would like being leaked onto the internet.
Yeah.
So if you do literally nothing, then I will have to try to intervene.
yeah,
like,
because
I'm
I
not
will like,
Will you
I will,
try
like,
to rip my
cringe
heart
inside
out?
in my omnipotent pants.
Yes, and then I'll hold it up to your face so that you can see how black it is. Also, you're omnipotent. What?
I said I will cringe into my omnipotent pants because by all means my pants are godly.
Okay then.
That's a
well,
good
let's move
note
on.
to end on.
That had to be
Because
said.
yeah, I think it's sort of
Can I?
what.
Oh, wait. Is it Asteroid or Adam's turn to say?
To think of a deep idea.
Yeah,
Okay, hold on.
throw the asteroid onto the ground.
Deep questions. 200 deep questions. Let's see.
Go to question 69 and use that one.
No, do question 4. That's the lucky one.
Okay.
Three
If
is
you
lucky.
could. Okay.
What are you
Question
saying?
question number 69. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be?
Oh god.
Oh,
I would
jeez.
remove humans from it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I would remove mosquitoes. Mosquitoes have killed millions upon millions of people.
Bats would die, and then many other creatures would die as well, and then certain spider species would die, and then the whole world will go into apocalypse. And so,
No.
That's a horrible idea.
How?
I would remove Illumination Entertainment.
That's a good idea.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
I guess now. I mean, the first Despicable Me, in my opinion, was great. Well, it was good.
It was
but
the only
was
decent Illumination
Yeah.
movie that was produced. And let's just
Well,
say that.
Yeah.
Masterpiece Hop, of course. I mean,
Oh yeah, Hop.
Masterpiece
haven't
that
even
only
seen
one
that.
of 100 people
I don't know,
remember.
I have Hop on DVD. I think it was actually. It was.
You're
it
no
was
longer
okay.
my friend, Adam.
What? I didn't buy it.
Oh, alright, I guess that's better.
Well, I guess.
But still, you haven't sacrificed it to the devil yet, so...
No, I actually kind of like watching it every couple. I mean,
Hours.
once every year or something. I don't know.
I do that
And there
with
was-
some of my Disney movies.
I mean, I rewatch a ton of my movies and like TV shows every year or something. You know,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
it,
Anyway, then there was Despicable Me 2.
Oh god.
yeah, that one
movie
was the
awful.
worst.
oh well, I actually yeah, that was
horrible
for a
Mexican
while-
stereotype.
I don't know. I don't know if it's wrong, but I thought that was kind of funny. But anyway,
oh my god.
anyway, so
Get that out for Adam's credibility.
So
Yeah.
those like Despicable Me 2 was, in my opinion, it was definitely worse than the first, but it was like it was moderate, like like an okay movie.
Like it
Just
was good
decent,
enough to
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, like the
I
first,
can't,
like
it's not like unwatchable for me.
yeah, like,
There are some parts about it that I kind of liked, but
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like the first movie was a good movie, not great but good, and then
yeah,
the
was
second
decent.
movie was okay. Then there was Minions, which
Oh god. Oh.
Let's run
Oh,
through
Guess
their
who was lucky enough to
movies.
see that one?
So,
in theater?
Despicable Me 1
To be
it was
honest, I
decent,
actually
I
liked
guess.
I probably liked Minions more than the second Despicable Me.
I did too, actually. I did.
I don't know. I didn't actually watch it. I gave up on anything
I have it on
Illumination
DVD.
shout out
I have
after
all
Despicable
Despicable
Me
Me's on
2.
DVD.
Excuse me, my friends, enlighten me as to what you thought was good in that movie. Really,
Okay, so
just anything.
certain bits of how the story worked. Wait, I have to. Okay, I'm gonna have to
Story.
run
What
this.
are you talking about?
Hold on, I'm gonna have to run the actual story back through my mind again. Hold on, I forgot.
Oh, see, there was no story. It's proof.
Exactly.
Well, no,
You
for
don't
me,
even remember
for me, it
it.
wasn't the story. For me, it was just like I didn't really care about the Minions. In fact, my sister wanted to see it more than me. But it's
You
just
don't care about the Minions in a movie called Minions. I think there's a problem.
yeah. So I was, I was
The
kind of
scenes, the scenes with like the Minions going to. Oh shoot!
See, you don't remember it.
Oh my
I think
God,
I
yeah,
remember
there
it
is
better
an
than you
thing to
do.
remember from
Hold
that
on,
movie.
I'll just
Yeah.
look. I'll look up.
And I saw it once.
I'll look it up. Hold on. I've seen it like 2 or
That-
3 times.
Has anyone
I've seen
seen
the first half of the
the
movie.
Grinch
How
movie
do
that
you-
they made?
How do you?
Oh God, that
Oh,
thing is
I
gonna be that's gonna be
haven't seen that.
awful.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
We
terrible.
kind of skipped over. We skipped over a couple
Oh,
of
gosh.
other Illumination masterpieces.
Okay, the
Lorax,
the Minions
uh,
poster on
Secret Life
Wikipedia
of
is
Pets,
terrible.
Sing, and Despicable Me 3.
I'll sing.
So let's see. Lorax was
Blu-ray.
something that just doesn't need to have ever existed. Secret Life
The
of
Life
Pets
of
was
Pets are just
horrible.
dumb.
I know, just abysmal.
This
all
photo
around.
I just added is their poster that they put on the
Yes,
Wikipedia
I know.
page.
It's dumb. Um,
Nice big minion butts. Don't you like that?
Yeah,
No.
Delicious.
just great.
So, yeah. Anyway, so what were you saying? What was the part that you actually liked about
Okay,
it?
so
I can't remember.
he was asking me, but oh wait, was he? Ross?
He was asking
think-
both of us.
I
Well,
think what you're thinking, guys. One second. I think what you're thinking is like it wasn't a harmful experience. Like
yeah,
you
actually,
literally remember nothing.
no,
yeah,
no,
that's
I
what
think
I hope.
that's because
Oh,
it's
wait,
so
okay.
traumatic that
I-
your brain makes you forget.
no, I
Yeah,
like.
you repressed
Okay,
it. Well, okay, well, hold on. What I'm saying
I
is
remember
that like,
what I like.
You
I
Clearly
remember-
not.
what I'm saying is that it
Okay,
seems like you
hold
can
on.
barely
Wait.
like bring up anything or like remember anything about the movie. It just seems like I don't know, maybe it was such a forgettable experience that you were just
Such an
entertained for a while
animatrocity.
and you-
Wait, I remember
Didn't-
what I liked about it. Okay.
an hour and a half
Alright,
of our
alright.
lives were wasted.
Okay, yeah, so I liked the fact that it actually went into their own idea of the lore of the Minions because for some reason I really like
Yes,
lore
the
and things.
Deep
also-
lore of
Okay, well,
the
it doesn't
yellow
make it a
pills.
good movie.
Yeah, but I also liked
That just-
how they join up with Gru and how the Excalibur was taken out. It was comedic. It was funny. These are what what Illumination is sort of good with.
No,
which
they're
is
they're
comedy.
not. They are not good
It's
at
not a- it's
anything
definitely-
except making money.
It's nowhere near like Jim Carrey, obviously, but
I
it's,
know. The
it's
master.
definitely, but it's okay comedy. It's like
Yeah,
really,
I-
as long as it makes you laugh a couple times, it's good.
But
wait,
it doesn't.
Wait,
Fine,
that's incorrect.
exactly the
Wait.
point. It's such a forgettable experience. You laugh a couple times, maybe, and then you totally forget about it. It's so like
I don't know.
In
I
a-
can't, okay, I
Yeah,
liked
I
it
gotta
for the
remember,
lore. That's it. I liked it for the
mother
lore and the
relation
prequelness.
Right. so. Let me
Oh, and then
kind of
then the third
Can I
movie
make a
I
counter-
kind of hated.
can I make a counterpoint real quick?
Yeah.
I didn't really think that either of those were very funny. They were very random. Gru
Like the third
was
one
in
and this one?
England for some reason. Why? That didn't make any sense at the end.
Wait, what
Um,
part? What part?
You said how they liked how they joined up with Gru at the end,
Okay, are you talking
which
about?
didn't make any
Are you
sense.
talking
Yeah,
about
it
the
was-
third movie?
Minions.
Oh, Minions. Oh,
Minions. And then
think it made
like
sense.
Sword in the Stone, that was just a very random reference and really like the thing
Wait,
what it
I-
incited in the story caused it to meander even more, which I
Wait,
I just can't see what's good about either of those. And the lore, that's really just you. It doesn't make it much of a better movie.
yeah, okay. Yeah, but
At
wait,
all.
wait, wait.
So,
Okay,
I
I
didn't even know there was
remember
lore to Minions. Like,
it was the beginning of the movie.
Is
I
there
know,
like
I know.
is there like folktale to the
No,
Minions? Like,
Okay, let me
You
tell
don't
you.
remember Keisha.
Let me tell you because for some reason I remember this. Okay, so basically the idea was that they were these creatures that were
I know
their
what the
own
story was.
organisms that always grew. They always went with the strongest like enemy that they could find and helped them as minions, and that's why they're called minions. And so the idea at the end of the movie
Imagine that.
for why they joined up with Gru was because he stole the crown and was the best villain there.
I like how this is what
Even
we
though they
call-
established
Yeah,
that
but
he
that's
sucked in the
like-
later movies.
He
Yeah,
only
that's-
sucked because
Which
he was
doesn't-
old. And he was
That's-
out of it, like as a villain.
Also, wouldn't
Oh,
they
know.
have just like joined Hitler?
yeah, just like I mean,
If
Yeah,
I
but
got
he's-
to see that, I would. That
that's a movie I would watch.
Yeah,
but guys-
honestly, it might be the only good thing that Illumination make.
Oh my gosh.
would be priceless.
They make another prequel, and it's just them joining. Okay, and it's a history movie. It's like Oh wait, that doesn't make sense. Whatever.
And I feel like if we say anything more, we'll probably accidentally offend a lot of people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
listen.
let's drop
Yeah,
this.
let's
Let's
leave
drop
it
the
at
Minions World War II
Um,
thing.
Okay, next question. Let's see.
Well, I was gonna say,
But yeah, what do you guys think of the Grinch movie?
Oh,
I haven't watched it.
by seeing the trailers, it's gonna be extremely terrible and against the personality of the Grinch, according to
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
I've met in school.
Yeah, they took
It's
out
already out,
everything
so-
that made him an interesting character, and like they make him go
Same.
down
Was
from
he
his
ever really
mountain
an
to
interesting-
buy groceries. I mean, the
I think the
1966
Grinch was interesting.
Grinch. Yeah, he was, but in the 1966 one, he only came down from his mountain once, and that's to commit terrorism.
Yeah.
In the new one, he goes
Yeah.
down to buy groceries.
No, he just stole stuff. That's not.
Well, it's
He
grand.
created
It's grand scheme terrorism. He wanted to
No,
steal.
it's the
The
biggest
Grinch, he
was
heist
about
ever
to
committed on
The
Christmas.
Grinch is not a terrorist just because he stole stuff.
I'm
He's
pretty
a
sure there was
star.
an explosion in the Jim
Thefter.
Carrey one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, that one is a terrorist.
How the Grinch
He's a real
assassinated
terrorist, that one.
Christmas.
Did you just steal that from Nostalgia Critic?
Maybe.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, I was gonna say in the trailers for the Grinch one, I haven't seen it yet, but it looks like he's just walking around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just
Like,
trying to
among
be,
the Who.
He's just acting dumb and like doing sort of comedic things, but not really.
Yeah, exactly. It's
The Grinch isn't
Just
supposed
totally-
to be comedic. He's supposed to be a grumpy, sandy, green.
Well, this is Illumination.
yeah, well,
Black hole.
the thing is,
Yeah,
Their
if they
movies
make
run
someone
on what they
mean
think
in
is funny.
Illumination who isn't a corporate businessman, then they'll confuse the audience and make them
Oh, yeah,
think
the
that people are
Lorax, the
diverse.
Lorax.
They can't do
We
that.
need to talk about the Lorax.
Oh, that
Oh,
was
yeah,
a
good idea.
bad-
That was
I
a bad. That was a
never
bad
saw it.
interpretation of Dr. Seuss's work, but I think it was mediocre. But it was a bit.
Are you
Okay,
blind?
it was worse than okay, but not extremely terrible.
Well,
it's just bad.
I
Yes.
think that it was extremely terrible, personally.
Yeah, that one was extremely bad. Even not even like counting it as a remake. In general, it's a bad film because they completely gloss over the motivation of why the Once-Or even became so greedy in the first place. He just
Don't
straight
say
up
that
from-
name.
In
The
one song,
teenage
he
girls
becomes
are
this
gonna go
greedy
crazy.
dirtbag, destroying all of the trees.
I did kind of like that
Trouble.
song though, except for the cringy parts.
No, that's
Which is all
this
of
the
it.
thing. The song "How Bad Can I Be?" That's like Illumination's like song
It's-
right there.
Yeah, it's their theme song.
That's Illumination's
Exactly.
anthem.
Wait, every reviewer
How
I
bad
see
can I be?
talking about Illumination says that exact thing you just said, Keisha.
Yeah, I saw that on
Um,
Cinemas and
Saber
what
Spark.
was it? And Nostalgia Critic. Both of them say it, and I do agree. That it
And
is
Saber
very
Spark, he
similar.
did that as well.
Yeah, yeah. There's just not on any of them that Dr. Seuss has, which is why couldn't have Dr. Seuss and stuff just let it be? It's perfect enough. Why?
Honestly,
it
if
was
he
already
came
good
back from the
before.
dead, he'd probably kill
Well, because greed.
himself.
Yeah, it's because greed, and I guess maybe it was also because they're trying to reinstate, reinstate it for more modern generations. I guess I don't know. Maybe.
Well, they even got the message wrong, so there's no point in that.
Well, yeah, but
Oh my God! If we're talking about remakes, we need to talk about
Hold on.
the
The
Lion King
Disney
remake?
remakes?
no, the Cat
You
in the
didn't
Hat.
Oh yeah,
Wait, what?
that was
Oh,
terrible.
Oh, the live action one,
Yeah.
Yes.
the one that Nostalgia Critic made the thumbnail with the cat in the hat's head.
Yeah.
The one
I
that
see.
almost broke him.
Oh,
one
that
with
was
Mike
such
Myers.
a terrible movie. I watched it.
Even before I've ever watched Nostalgia Critic, I absolutely. Even when I was like.
It was such a bad movie.
That like
Yeah.
killed.
Like bad
so
for Dr. Seuss. There was no Dr. Seuss charm in that. I guess. Actually, it's been a while since I've seen it.
that movie.
I personally have had the pleasure of never seeing it in the first place.
You, bless your
Jeez,
soul.
yeah.
Bless your soul.
Yeah, from what I've seen of it, it totally just
It really is.
It
these
ate
movies
ass.
seem to hate Dr. Seuss. Really.
Yeah,
It's
they
like
do.
Illumination. I think that Illumination, the first team that they did, that they had for like Despicable Me, was they were thinking of doing something good, and then they just turned to greed. They just turned to greed for everything else.
They're a big corporation, and they made the Minions, and that sold well, and they kind of learned that they have to.
Wait, hold on. I think Hop sold well. Hold on.
I don't think it did. It was like, honestly,
heard
it's one of the
nothing
most
about that movie,
forgettable
yeah.
seasonal movies that's ever been
Yeah,
created.
Well, it had about 3 times its box office and 3 times
Well,
its budget.
it
and box
obviously does. They specifically design their movies to be cheap as dirt because they are dirt.
Exactly.
but-
Yeah. Actually,
No,
Illumination.
63
uses-
million though because of the animation. 63 million.
That's really cheap.
Guys,
It's not.
That's really cheap, especially
In-
compared to like Disney or Pixar.
Yeah, in
that's really
comparison,
cheap compared
it's
to
cheap.
But you know what the real deep question is? What is a good movie? Like a really good movie that
Really
Illumination
good
has made.
None
That
of them.
Illuminations make.
Illumination.
Hold on.
They haven't made any
What is a
really
good-
good movies.
I think we've established that there's only one that's kind of decent, and that's Despicable Me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Oh, we forgot
And so
about.
that's a kind of.
Okay, so the only one we forgot about talking about. Oh, only 2 were
Well,
The
me
Secret
3.
Life of Pets and Sing.
The two
We forgot to
animal
talk about
ones.
Yeah, the
Secret Life
so
of
both-
Pets
Secret Life
were
of Pets
bland
is
and
boring.
forgettable.
Okay. So both of those are extremely terrible, but The Secret Life of Pets is better than Sing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Really?
I just know that they're boring, so I didn't watch either one, but.
I saw The Secret Life of Pets because the trailer got me onto watching it.
I saw The Secret Life of
Did?
Pets
That was so
because my
boring.
grandmother wanted to
I don't
see
know, I
it, and
thought it
I
was a
just
funny
had to go
trailer.
with her. I didn't like it.
I saw that trailer. I thought it was pandering. I thought it was horrible. My sister loved it. So then there I was at the theater watching Walt Disney, the creator of such great animations as Snow White and the Seven Dwarves and the entire Disney Corporation.
You mean
Rolling
Snow
his
White and the
grave.
7 Clever Boys?
They don't look clever. They look. Never mind.
Well, anyway, this I think this is a good movie for extremely young kids, but
Any of
otherwise,
these are
everybody's
good
gonna hate
movies for quote-unquote extremely young kids.
I think that's
They're
the worst
flashy
excuse
and
that
they
you can
have
give out.
butts. Of course kids are gonna love them.
honestly, I just think that the only good movies, the only ones that could consider as decent, in my opinion, are Despicable Me and Hop. Not just Despicable Me, actually, because Hop is kind of a good addition to it's a very. I think it's a unique concept. That's it. That's what I'm trying to
I
say.
didn't think
You
anything about Hop.
say
I've never
so.
even heard of it. So
I mean, Anyway, we didn't really talk about Despicable Me 3. Has anyone seen that?
I have not.
Yes.
I gave up on the Despicable Me franchise after the second one.
I saw
Yeah,
it.
same.
I saw it.
I gave up on it as well, but I did see it. My family got it on
Oh.
Netflix. They're like, "Hey,
Oh.
come down and see us."
Is that the
always
one
stay
that
up
you
in
are
your room."
watching
That's
tonight?
Watching some old like B movie, not the B movie,
No.
a B movie. But yeah,
You were
Despicable Me
watching the
3
B movie.
is just incredibly haphazard. I believe that's the word.
You
Or
mean
could just say
half-assed?
Hazard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
it's
haphazard?
Wait, what was he trying to say? What did you say, Ross?
It's-
Rasha?
it-
Rasha?
haphazard.
Do you mean like it feels
Like
incomplete?
haphazardous? Like
Yeah, basically, it's there was no effort put into it whatsoever. The writing is lazy. Everything is way more phoned in than ever. It's almost no, it's not quite as bad as Minions. I guess it has some semblance of plot and a couple of it had a couple of funny concepts. Like the villain was this 80s former child star, which is kind of funny at times.
yeah. I just think that there was a lot of like I kept pointing out when I was watching it, just so many different things that were just like they put less effort into that and that and that and that. You know, like they just put less effort into each movie that they make.
Yeah, 'cause they know
Exactly.
it's gonna sell.
They're just what was that?
Yeah, what was that?
It wasn't from
I'm
me.
trying to move my computer because my
It sounded like an entire shelf fell or something.
Yeah.
that was just
like
me
a-
hitting my trash can.
Oh, that's even.
You're
okay.
abusing your trash can?
Gonna have to jump out of the chat real quick. I will be back in a moment.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Alright. Mother Rasha has been removed from the equation.
So let's think of another deep thing.
Well, I still have 198 of these questions to go over here, or
Oh.
not 199 rather.
Okay. Pull one of them up.
I think
Okay,
actually we
so-
should just have one more, then we should close out the video because we're coming up on an hour.
Okay.
Okay. What is your favorite historical figure? Like president, a general, something.
My favorite historical figure was Grandpa Ocean-Eyed Slut Man. Ooh, Ross is
if
back.
If only.
Hey Ross. Okay, we're
Ross,
talking
what is
about
your
our
favorite historical figure?
My favorite historical figure.
Yeah, and
Uh,
why? I guess.
I mean, it's
I-
somewhere between Adolf Hitler and
I would say Mother Russia, but he
no.
hasn't done anything yet.
I was joking. No, Joseph Stalin. No,
Actually, I would say Thomas Jefferson.
I would
no.
say George
Thomas
Washington.
Jefferson.
he was an okay dude, I guess. He was pretty cool. My favorite historical figure. Man, I legitimately don't know.
Yeah.
Any recent history? Like, how far back does this have to go?
It can
It
go
goes
up to
back
like
as far as you
your
need.
favorite historical
know.
figure can be Chris Meledrondi.
It can be Leif Erikson.
Can it be Dr. Tyson?
It can
Dr.
be King
Tyson.
Tut for all we care.
Well, then in that case, yes.
It can be
is Doc-
Takashi 69.
What?
Oh God, no.
Is that the guy that just went to prison?
Oh well, in that case.
Yes, like for
If
50
it-
years.
Oh.
For
yes.
50 years?
Because he's apparently he might be part of a gang, and therefore like his lawyer is just saying, oh, he's just advertising for his rapping, but actually he might actually be part of a gang due to like 3.5 bits of evidence.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
That's a lot of evidence.
Well,
I don't know.
mean,
I just heard this on PewDiePie's channel, so I don't
as
know
much
anything
as
about Takashi.
as much as I am the biggest stan on the planet, I wouldn't say I'm exactly my role model. So
No, that would probably, I don't know.
Oh,
yeah,
I
'cause
have.
if he was my role, very different.
Whoa, that just
person.
cut out for a moment.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, I have something to say.
Oh, Ross is disappeared. Oh, there he is.
Oh. There,
What just
hi, Ross.
happened?
I don't know, but you
Russ.
temporarily died and then came back.
I think you accidentally clicked the disconnect button. But anyway, I have something to say to
Alright,
all the
say it.
viewers. PewDiePie TC.
Negative.
No.
Do not do that.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
No.
Do not
I mean,
bleep
not
that
that
out,
PewDiePie's
Ryan.
bad.
Do not bleep it out.
I'm gonna bleep it out. I
that
wasn't
PewDiePie
going
is
to
bad,
originally, but now that you say that, I am going to do it.
Oh, come on.
Congratulations, you just dug your own hole.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie. How about that?
Honestly,
Now you
I've
can
watched
bleep out
his
more.
content and it's not that great.
I'm gonna look it up right now, and I've never seen anything before. I've seen clips.
I know
didn't
he
like-
dressed up as a Nazi or something once.
Okay, it was as a joke.
Oh, I see. Right, this guy who talks about killing Jews and
It was not
Yeah.
that he talked about it. He
Oh,
was
way to revolve
okay.
it all the way back to Hitler. So here we go again.
That's not what he did. Okay, what he literally did is he went on one of those websites called Fiverr, where you can where you're like supposed to be able to pay like upwards of $5 to for something for someone to do something. Okay, and there was these like people from India that were like making signs that whatever you typed, they would just they would type put them on the signs and like dance around and say what it said. But what he was trying to do was to see if they would actually write and say the kill all you know what. And so the thing is,
Voldemort?
yeah, he said that.
He said Voldemort.
no,
But I
not
was
Vol-
say that.
no, I said he said, okay, he wrote in the thing when he was paying for it.
No, he said
Kill
kill
all.
all Jews.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what
Just,
it
you're
was.
gonna get me demonetized because I don't
Who
even
cares
have
about-
monetization on.
Yeah, you don't even have
but you're
monetization.
still
so
gonna
what
get me
does it matter?
demonetized.
You can't.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so basically,
So I think that's
all he was doing.
just really stupid. Even if he's not racist,
Yeah,
it's incredibly
it
insensitive.
was a
Yeah,
mistake.
it's insensitive.
It was just okay. Yes,
I just wouldn't want to follow that type of person. Really.
but the thing is, that was only like his. Okay, out of two things, that was only one of the mess ups that he's done. So it's okay.
What's the
It's
other one?
What's
okay.
the other
The other
one?
one, okay. So he said during a live
Not
stream.
another one.
Oh
during a
right, he
live
said
stream
the
on-
N word.
Oh my! What was that?
What the heck?
That was loud.
I don't
Okay,
know why it was
yeah,
loud.
on a PUBG server when he was on a bridge specifically. He said the N-word about someone, a player killing him or something. I don't know. But for some reason everybody took it as terrible and stuff. I know it's a slur, but the thing is that
Yeah.
like if you watch like iDubbbz and stuff, he doesn't get pushed down so far for this stuff. But and he said it like probably 20 times in his YouTube history. YouTube
That's
yeah,
so-
YouTube history. And like he hasn't been like demoted from something or like taken off Disney like PewDiePie.
Oh, that's
And, like,
weird. That's really weird.
The
'cause-
thing is that PewDiePie.
I don't like it.
But the thing,
It doesn't change.
and the thing is that PewDiePie, like he and Jacksepticeye went and like they filmed this whole thing with Disney and their cameraman. This whole season 2 of a YouTube Red show that they were making. Okay, they filmed this entire season, which took them days, weeks, months, whatever. Okay, and because he was kicked off of Disney for the joke, well, for the mistake, they're like they couldn't actually release it. So even though they spent all that effort, all that probably money on making that entire show, he couldn't upload it legally. He has it in his he has it on his computer.
I mean,
They
if it's going to be something as simple as that, that's just like something as obvious as that, do they really deserve to do it in the first place? Like if it's that immature that something like that can slip,
Yeah, and
I
then
don't know.
yeah, and then like you know about the Logan Paul and the Suicide Forest thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
heard about
everyone
it,
does,
yes.
even
Yeah.
if they don't follow
I-
YouTube.
But he
I never
But he
knew
wasn't-
who he was
he-
until heard about that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I watched like one video of his before that. I watched, I think the only good, well, sort of good video of his was like the colorblind glasses video, which was technically fake apparently, but before I knew it was fake.
Shocking.
But anyway, it was like so he recorded a dead body and didn't blur it in his video, and he didn't get taken off YouTube. And I'd say that's worse than just making a stupid mistake with a joke.
True.
Yeah.
That's true, but
Mistake.
PewDiePie wasn't taken off YouTube anyways. He was just taken off YouTube Red, which is different. I don't know if Logan Paul
an
had a
entirely different
YouTube
thing.
Red
And
channel.
off of Disney. But the thing is, though, Logan Paul was barely demoted from anything that much. Like,
Sure, because I'm pretty sure.
okay, he was demoted from like people actually liking him.
Did people actually like him before, other than annoying little kids?
There was only like 10-year-olds that still liked him. But anyway, but like,
Oh, didn't he like? Oh yeah. The reviewed his song. I think
sorry, you
Logan
cut
Paul-
out.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Needle Dropper, Anthony Fantano, reviewed
What?
this song of his. That it was like him and this kid, and he was like thanking this kid for still liking him after all of that, and it was really hilarious.
Yeah.
You guys should see it.
Mm.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Saying like maybe this kid is MLK. He's like fighting for the discriminate.
Mm.
He said like maybe this kid is MLK. I don't know, and it's like what? What do you mean? I don't get it. Anyway, I think I just confused
Yeah,
everyone.
what's MLK?
Junior.
I don't know what it is.
What is MLK? That's the question.
Adam, do you seriously not
Malicious.
know who MLK is?
No. I know who MGK is.
MLK is short for Martin Luther King.
Oh, sorry, you didn't. Okay, I thought you were talking about something else. What were you saying? I'm sorry, I was paying attention to doing this.
Yeah.
You know what? It's okay. I'm fine.
Film theory
No,
video
no,
on
it's
that. That's
Okay.
different, horrible person. Not the same one that we were talking about.
I know,
ML.
but I'm just
Wait,
saying.
just-
Just say MLK is a
If you
lovely
actually look, if you watch this video, you'll find out that apparently, Jake Paul, technically, this isn't Logan Paul, but still, he is actually like doing an illegal thing that should technically be taken off YouTube, which is like he's advertising to what's technically a child audience according to his channel. Okay, it's supposed to be a kids channel. So
Yeah, I
if
know. I
he-
watched the video.
Okay, well, Ross probably didn't.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Hey, you know, honestly, I'd rather just stay away from all that crap. I don't
know. I like
I don't
reading
really
about
watch-
or watching about controversies. I don't know. It's kind of fun.
I don't really like to watch these massive YouTubers. Like the biggest YouTubers that I follow are maybe or JonTron.
You cut out there.
And-
Who was it?
I hate everything or JonTron.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, I watch there's like 80 different YouTube channels I've put on my bookmarks, and then I only watch like 10.
Subscribe, people. He just.
Yeah, but I don't subscribe. It's
There's
better to
no
bookmark it,
reason.
in my opinion.
Why is it worth YouTube channels that you like?
I mean, I subscribed. I decided to just subscribe to PewDiePie though, just to help.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll
Well-
make a couple accounts. I'll just subscribe to him more. Anyway,
If you
Oh, yeah, I
subscribe
might-
to him with those accounts, you'll have to subscribe to me with those accounts.
no, I don't.
at this
You
point, I
don't,
think
then I'll
Brian
come
is
to
running
your
a more
house and I'll
dignified
boil
channel.
your stomach.
You'll boil my stomach? What?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
I will rip
Figure
your
it.
stomach
Fry my
out and
stomach.
boil it.
You cut out the organ, just put it in a stove.
Yes.
That's
As-
disgusting.
As long as you use the right spices, it would taste good. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
What was that?
With some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
With a tequila on top.
On top.
Yeah,
Just
Everything.
Just
Dump-
literally just stack the
dump
bottle on top.
tequila on top of it.
oh, and you forgot your lemon. Or is it a lime? I don't know.
Well,
knows?
anyways, on that cheery note, I think it's been like over an hour, so I think we should wrap it up. So,
This was horrible. I hope you delete it.
Okay,
yeah.
subscribe to PewDiePie. Subscribe to PewDiePie.
You'll lose your humanity.
Well,
Really, I think, Ryan, you're running a more dignified channel than PewDiePie at this point.
Yeah,
Okay
honestly.
then.
Alright,
Excuse
well,
me.
let's just sort that out later. So thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.